How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is a guide for all the adventure logs and books coming to our bookshelves in the near future, and I'm using PC as my reference point. Big shout out to Reslar. I'll have a link for his YouTube channel and his Twitch in the description down below, so make sure you check him out because he was kind enough to pull up his screen for me so I can get a nice screenshot of his bookshelf where all the names are, and then I went individually each book, researching everything you need to do in those books, and then pinpointing the items that we're going to need for the future. And this is what this guide is going to be primarily based upon. It's all the items that you kind of want to just grab now, so when the books get announced and the books get released, you're not fighting to grab those items off the central market. Now obviously you'll be able to farm them, but just for ease, it's always easier just spending 10 seconds buying it from the central market than spending the X amount of time it would take to get to the location / get the items you need to farm the item and grab the item. Now, in terms of Rulerpe's travel log and Herdel's journal, there really isn't anything you need for these. It's just fetch and go here, go there kind of quests. One thing, the Herdel's journal's got a lot of timed quests in there. There is one quest where you have to catch a couple of eels back to back. So maybe just hold on to a triple float. That will help you out complete that quest, because again, once you catch one, you have a certain amount of time to catch the other two. So a triple float will definitely help you there. But the first one that you're going to need some items from the central market for is going to be Thieves Encyclopedia. So for Thieves Encyclopedia, you're going to need to collect 7 ores. You don't actually have to manually collect them. You just need to get 7 different types of ores from the central market. And I'm watching, I'll put a link down in the description for the videos that I show you guys in here as well. So as you can see, he just goes on the central market, he grabs the 7 ores, and he then comes to the storage keeper, show it to this dude, and that's quest complete. This one, I mean, there's a lot of ores on the central market, so you shouldn't have much of an issue, but just in case, do it now and get it out of the way. So for this next log here, it says collect 5 different types of gold bars, and as you can see, the gold ingot counts as one of those different types, and then the rest of it is currency exchange, so you can save yourself a good chunk of silver by grabbing one of those instead of one of the billion gold bars right there. And the next one is collect 10 different types of flowers. Again, you don't need to manually do this, you could buy it from the central market. So as you can see, he's got a pre-order down on as many different flowers as he can, and eventually when he gets them, that's that. So just grab 10 different ones for yourselves now, so we don't have to go through that pre-ordering business when this book comes out. And right after as well, 10 different types of chairs. Definitely grab these now, because not a lot of people make chairs in the first place. This is not an item that gets sold that much on the console. There's a couple here and there. So just grab these now. So again, by the time the pre-order gets filled, at least by that point, you have your chairs and you don't have to worry about waiting even longer. And then you got collect 3 beds. Again, just grab these from the central market. For his case, there's another way you can play the Amity game and grab it as well from one of the vendors that sells this item. But if you want to just bypass that, put your pre-orders down now and get your beds ready. And then after the beds, you got collect 3 stuffed decorations. Again, pop onto your central market, get your pre-orders down now. There's actually plenty of heads on the central market at the minute, so this is an easy one to do on the console as it stands. Don't leave it too late, because again, you're gonna have to be in a situation where you're gonna have to wait a while for your orders to fill up, as it was in the case for PC. So also for the books, you're gonna have to collect 3 different types of coral. This is going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, to get on the console at the minute, since we've only just got the sea content. But again, put your pre-orders down now, so by the time they get filled, it'll be way ahead before this book gets released. So for this next one here, you need to collect some items that you need to go underwater, and the central market part of things, don't worry about the first 3 ones, but it's all based around the elixir of seal. So that was the green party elixir of seal he had there. This is the blue party elixir of seal, then the regular green elixir of seal, then the blue green elixir of seal, non-party versions. Grab one of each and you can get yourselves ready for that part of the book. Well, the next part is collect 3 different types of fishing rods. So pop yourselves in the central market, grab some cheap ones, nice and easy, store them away and you're good to go. maybe grab that, you can use that triple float I talked about earlier as one of your 3 different types of fishing rods. So you can even you can have a double use for it in the future as well. Not just for catching that fish quickly, but for handing in here for this part of the journal. So the next one here is you need 3 different types of keys. One of those keys can be a silver key that you can currently buy on the central market quite easily. At the time of this recording, there's like 162,000 of those on the central market. So grab one of those. The other ones you're going to have to do some other types of quests and work to get. So moving on, this one you're going to need 5 types of items that can be used in capturing. So as you can see here, stun traps, flame traps, venom traps, and the other trap there, along with the capturing rope, are the 5 items that you can use. And you can see that he just hands it into this dude and you're good to go. So put your pre-orders down if they're not available in the central market and grab those items ASAP. Now for the next one, you need 3 items to show again the storage crate per thief. This one's a trade item, so don't worry about that. But grab yourself some silk honey grass from the central market and a Laurier's hand mirror from the central market now, and be ready for when this one pops out too. And for the next one here is collect 2 types of items that are needed for confessing your love. And apparently in BDO, that's perfume and courage. And the other one was a rose. So grab those items from the central market, and that's that part complete. And now we've got to collect 5 types of items that can help you cope with sadness. And obviously one of them is going to be beer. So grab your beer, grab your cold draft beer, grab your fruit wine, grab some date palm wine, and grab yourself some honey wine. Once you got those items, store them away and you'll be good to go for this part as well. And now the next one is to grab 7 different types of items that regain your spirit. So grab some energy potions, and I think it was Hercules armor was the other one. Just grab the first 3 ones, so small, medium, and large. Once you grab those 3, you just grab the 4 sets of the Hercules armor, and that's your 7 different types, and you're good to go. Trade those in, put those in your storage, get ready, and that's that part complete. Now the next one here is collect 4 types of items related to ogres. So make sure you grab yourselves an ogre blood and ogre ring. Maybe even grind that soiled ogre ring now, because it's going to be super contested, or before it comes out and gets announced, because it'll be definitely super contested at that point forward. So the next one is collect items that help improve your memory, and that's 2 of them. I'm assuming trace of memory is going to be 1. Yep, so trace of memory is one of them, and memory fragment is the other one. So grab yourself 1 of each of those and be ready for this part. And the next one is collect items that will keep you warm. 5 different types. So the first one here is the golden sun coral. Fruit of the sun would be a second item. Then there'll be essence of the sun. And then the magic crystal of the sun assault. And then magic crystal of the sun sturdiness. Magic crystal of the sun valor. Magic crystal of the sun precision. And magic crystal of the sun boulder. So grab those items and you'll be ready for that part when it comes out too. Next one here is collect items that will allow you to see in the future, and I'm assuming that's 5 different types there as well. So it looks like we're going to need some mushrooms for this one. So grab yourself a fortune teller mushroom, a big fortune teller mushroom, a high quality fortune teller mushroom, a special fortune teller mushroom, and also you can grab the hyper version of these mushrooms as well. But you only need 5 of them, so just grab what you need, show it to the dude, and you're good to go for this part as well. Keep those in your storage. Next one here is collect 3 different types of beautiful items made from the dirt. So grab yourself a round pottery, a quagmire pottery, a long pottery, and then you're good to go for that one, nice and easy. Over here you got collect 5 different types of items that keep you pure. So if you just go onto the central market and you type in pure, any of these pure crystals here, iron, lead, copper, tin, zinc, vanadium, whatever it is, grab 5 different types of it and then keep them in storage ready for this part as well. So for the next one here is collect a fancy piece of clothing. If you go to the central market and you type in Calpheon Noble Dress, any of these, one of any of these dresses, if you can grab your hands on one, you'll be able to use that as well. So the next one here, I don't think it's an item you currently have on console, but just keep a little note in the back of your mind for when we do get it. We're going to need 2 different types of items that make you swell up with tears. So one of them you can just use the Owls tier, which you just buy from the vendor. But this one here, Tier of the Great Ocean, I don't see it on the EU market. I don't think it's out yet. Maybe it's just not being sold yet. That could be the case. But if you see one hit the market or / when it's released, just grab yourself one so you're ready for this as well. So for the next one here is collect 2 different types of items used to promise an eternal friendship. And one of those items is Token of Friendship, the earring at the top there. So grab yourself one of these. And then the other item is an item you have to physically go get through other means. So you'll be ready for this part as well. So the next one here is collect 5 of thieves' favorite things. So this will include an Elixir of Soaring Wings, the blue version, a transparent empty bottle, a Lucky Sharp tanning knife, a flare, and honey wine. All 5 of these are items you can get off the central market. That bottle is not the same bottle you buy from the vendor, so don't be fooled by that. You can grab all of these from the central market. If they're not available just at the minute, put your pre-orders down. You will definitely have it by the time this book gets released. And that's everything for Thieves Journal. Now for the 2 books of Maragon, we've already gone through book 1 at the beginning of the video. Book 2, there's no additional items you need. It's just going to different areas and slaying monsters. So for the adventure logs, I don't know if we're going to get these because it seems like the only one I could find is that this second book here is a Valentine's book. I couldn't find anything on the first book. But just in case we do get it, for this book, if we get the exact same one, we might get a different one next Valentine's. You will need a special sunflower seed and 500 logs. So the logs are actually really hard to get at the minute because we just got the inferior ships and everything on console. But if you want, just put your pre-orders down now for those logs, and the special sunflower seed is very easy to pick up. So grab those and then you're ready for the adventure log. And now for the Doran Morgim's Secret Journal. So for the Doran Morgim's Secret Journal, this is the expensive one. There are some pretty expensive items you're going to need. The first book isn't terrible. It's just 30 Blackstone armors and Blackstone weapons, so 30 of each. You'll also need 7 grade 3 weapon reform stones. You're also going to need a duo green main or sub weapon, not both, one or the other, so you can choose which one you want. You're also going to need a duo green armor. So that's book 1. Now book 2, you're going to need a plus 15 boss weapon or sub weapon, not both, one or the other. You're going to need a pry boss armor. You're also going to need, again, either a pry main hand or a pry sub weapon, one or the other, not both. You're going to need a duo boss armor, and finally you're going to need a duo boss main weapon or sub weapon, again one or the other. You don't need both, just one of them. Your choice which ones you want to pick up. Okay, and last couple ones here. So Lamonte's Gang Adventure Journal. I might have missed 1 or 2 items here because I know there were some fruits, but you can just buy this from a vendor, so that's not too much of a big deal. But you just need 1 knock ingot, 1 milk, 1 honey, 1 5-grain chicken. Nothing big. It just looks like a bit of a tedious one for that. And then the final one, the Pavino Gricos Collection. Yikes! This is an expensive one, boys. So it's a long book, but the stuff you're gonna need is duo rainbow coral ring. We don't actually have that available yet on console. I mean, I've looked in the central market. There wasn't any there. Maybe we can make it. I don't know how. No one's sold it, maybe. But when you start seeing this hit the market, grab yourself a duo. Duo Chi Spirit Belt, a Duo Schultz necklace, a tri-blue coral earring, a Duo Kaji ring, and a Duo Orkenrad belt. So those are some pretty expensive items. There's a decent amount of silver you have to sink for that book. But for now, as far as I know, if you grab all these items that I've mentioned, you should put yourself a little step ahead. So when these books gets released, you don't have to be waiting on them. Guys, I know it's been a bit of a long one here, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in my next episode.